Booking Holdings is the owner of online travel sites like Priceline, Kayak and Cheap Flights, reported strong second quarter demand, even as AI chatbots shift vacation planning. So we tried it ourselves. It is a quick little trip, New York to Rome. One AI prompt gave me exactly what I thought they should book, including flights, hotels, and an estimated price. Booking.com, a little more complicated. Flights and stays were separate, and there were more options for different preferences. What you're seeing, of course, is the way in which organizations are, or people like Booking.com and Marriott, for example, are trying to counter. So I recently spoke to the Chief Customer Officer of Marriott about how AI actually works to feel more natural.
We just launched last week, Ask Bonvoy, and it's a test for our members for conversational search. I think the industry, I've been personally waiting for this forever, when we could open up the funnel and just allow you to ask us anything you want in terms of where you'd like to go. And now we're there. And I think it'll open up a world of opportunity. It'll collapse the funnel. It'll allow you to solve your planning needs faster.
Glenn Fogel's with me, Chief Executive of Booking Holdings. This is an interesting one because the challenge, everybody's trying to incorporate AI into their product. But the risk, of course, is that the chat GPTs just bypass you.
Well, Richard, thanks for having me. And that has been a question for some time. I think one of the things that we've been able to talk about that's very interesting, we talked about it last night on our earnings call, less than 1% of the referrals to our business are coming from the large language models, meaning like ChatGPT or Gemini, less than 1%, even though we know hundreds of millions of people are probably using these large language models to do their discovery. But people have been using lots of different ways to learn about where they might want to travel, what would be exciting. But when they want to buy, they want to go to a place that they can trust. Yeah.
But in our discussions in the office today, we were talking about they go to the LLMs to do the planning, and there's a risk the LLMs are sending those people direct to the airlines or direct to the hotels with a click-through, as opposed to, because really, to a large extent, what Bookings has been doing for so long has been aggregating into the whole experience. If you now have Gemini and Chat sending people directly to the airline and the hotels, how do you counter that?
Well, it's not actually happening, and we don't believe it's going to happen quite the way you just described. So a couple of facts to bring out. One, in terms of showing up when somebody prompts for information about travel, a lot of third-party sources are saying we at Booking are showing up more than anybody, or certainly at the very top. That's the first thing. The second thing is we are doing our own LLM type style of models to create very much the same experience you would have going to a ChatGPT or Gemini, only it's better because we're more personalizing it, and we have special arrangements with our suppliers to give better pricing. Plus, our connected trip makes it all the aspects of your travel needs in one place and giving you that trust, that customer service.
That's what I want to focus on, because the fighting ground to me seems to be in the future. Who's going to give the better service and after-sales service? There's always going to be people who want the cheapest price. That's a given. But the real fighting ground is going to be reputational service.
I agree. And I'll start off with saying the best value, which will be price and service together, will be us, not a ChatGPT or a Gemini. Imagine you have a problem in the middle of your trip. Who are you going to call? You're going to call Claude? You're going to call ChatGPT? What telephone number are you going to call? And what will they know about your trip? That's why we believe in the long run, be able to provide all the elements of the trip, the best prices, the best service, and being there when that customer needs you. That's how we continue to lead in the industry.
How do you continue to lead as against the other OTAs? I mean, I know obviously you have a version of a rewards program, but as the Marriott Chief Customer Officer was making clear, it's the ability to keep the person in your walled garden.
Yeah, no, and there's no doubt. Look, Marriott's a great partner of ours, as are all the large international chains, as are the airlines. We're all good partners. And if somebody's a high loyalty level at Marriott, look, I understand. I shouldn't be booking that person's needs at a Marriott. They should be going to Marriott. The fact is, though, most people in the world are not high status people at these large loyalty programs. Don't forget, last quarter, we did 325 million room nights. We did $51 billion of travel. Most of that is not at those large chains. In fact, we talk about the percentage of our hotel business from the top 10 international chains. That is a low double-digit percentage of our total amount of business. So I get it. If you are a Hilton or a Marriott or a Accor, one of those big international chains, and you are a loyal one to them and you're top rated and you got status there, please continue to do it with them.
We need to come and talk to you more often. We need to come and visit to get to really understand this, because those numbers that you're giving are fascinating. Thank you for joining us. Where are you going? Where are you going on your summer holiday this year?
Switzerland, Interlaken. My family will be doing some biking, some hiking, maybe some whitewater rafting in that area.
Not another person who's going hiking. What is it with everybody and hiking these days? I don't know.
It's the health thing. Everybody wants to be healthy.
My executive producers are always going off hiking. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Very kind of you to have us tonight.
Thanks.